Ladies and gentlemen, who's this guy? Who's this guy? First off, before we get started, Stevie, I got to thank this guy. Everybody knows this guy, Drew. Thank you for getting this lined up for me, man. I appreciate it.
Drew the Hitman.
Drew the Hitman?
Yeah.
Stevie, man, why are you risking it? First question, man.
Risking what? Hey, I'm a race car driver. I race cars. Off season, 2 months of no drag racing, I can't handle it. I'd race in Alaska if I thought the DA was good enough and they had a racetrack out there. So it's not risking it, it's having fun. So racetrack family is my family out here. I love being out here with everybody, I love being out here with the fans, and I just can't sit around the shop for too long. It's not good.
So I had a conversation with Westbuck yesterday.
Yep.
Did you see the interview?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
All right, so he was very thankful to this guy. Number 1, NHRA Pro Mod points,
Yep.
and coming to race World Series of Pro Mod. And buddy, I totally understand that, as getting to know you over the years, how competitive you are. Man, you can't get away from it, can you?
The biggest thing is I lay him awake in bed at night thinking that if I don't come out here, somebody else can win. And like we can't let somebody just win. They might win, but they got to crush us. So one of them turbo cars can just win again. So we got to do whatever we got to do to stop that.
Yeah?
Yep.
You're gonna do it.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys have any idea where you're running? Right now they're all running with no time, right?
Yeah.
So you have no idea where you're running at all.
You know how fast I'm running? Fast as it'll possibly go.
Because that's what you do, right?
On the maximum wood. We're drawing up in the staging lanes right before we run, drawing out of a hat, grudge racing style. I love it. Nobody knows who they got. For me, I don't care. I'm dragging up there to blow it up anyway, so we'll see what it'll run. The fans are all here. This place is packed today. This is an awesome deal.
All right. What do you want to say, man? What do you want to say to anyone out there? You know, come on, man.
Hey, if you want to do something, it don't matter how many times people tell you that you're crazy. Get a real job. Quit playing with toys. If you work hard enough and you put yourself into it, you can do it. People have been telling me to get a real job for 10 years and somehow I managed to still drag a car around the world and go racing. So if you want to do it, don't ever give up on it. Don't ever let somebody back in a corner.
So the haters.
I love the haters. I mean, every time one of y'all people like threatens my life or something or tells me I'm stupid or that you love turbos, I'm like, I'm getting up at 4:59 this morning, not 5:01. I'm moving the alarm clock back 2 minutes. Haters make it go around, man. It's good.
Anything else?
I don't know what else we got. We're about 50% nitromethane today, so I hope they don't check our fuel. If you hear that thing popping and it's got flames hanging out of it, I may have snuck over there to the top fuel pits or something and stole some nitro. I'm just kidding. Like, the turbo guys are gonna think it's got nitro in it at 1,000 foot. When I let go of that button, that's what's so awesome about our sport. Your reputation doesn't matter, how hard you work doesn't matter, how much money or your background or where you come from doesn't matter. When that tree comes on, it's how can you get to the end of the racetrack before the other guy or girl, and that's what makes our sport awesome. That's all I'm thinking about. Whatever it takes, if I got to pedal it, run over something, flip through there, I don't care. I want to get there.
And that's the one thing that I've gleaned, talking to Wes yesterday, all the wonderful people involved in this sport, especially you, Stevie, and all the things you do for the fans, all the things you're doing this weekend for Wes, everybody here, everybody in the stands. Just ran into some fans outside. They came just to see you, man.
Man, coming here, this is one of my favorite venues because of the fans. I mean, they're here, like I get here pretty early. I get here and the place is packed. They're here ready to see some racing. We warm it up and they crowd around the car. They come here year after year to watch us race, and that is what it's all about. Those people sitting in the stands, they're the boss. And as entertainers, we need to never forget that. We oftentimes get wrapped up in our head about what we got going on and did we make a good run, are we going to win? But in reality, those people here on their day off on a Saturday to watch me race, and it doesn't get better than that.
It doesn't get better than that. For me, it doesn't get better than this, man. Right now, with Stevie FAST Jackson right now, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time, Stevie. I know you're very busy, man.
No problem. I'm in there trying to pick the main jet right now. I got the good shoulder, the good devil, and the bad devil. Lean it down. It'll be fine. Blow it up. It won't make the finish line, so we got to figure out which one we're going to listen to.
Number 1 in NHRA Pro Mod points, Stevie FAST Jackson. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to the little old limo guy. We appreciate it.
The limo guy. I got to give me a limo guy shirt.
I'll get you one, man. But hey, listen.
Give me one like a limo tuxedo man t-shirt.
I got one. Hey, dreams do come true. World Series of Pro Mod. Get here.
I told him that I understand that if you don't want to change your program, it's very easy with these cars. Anybody that really understands the nuances of this type of racing, it's not hard to get lost. You make a couple of changes and you can't get home. You just can't get home. It's hard. these cars, they make a lot of changes to come run at this altitude. So I totally would have understood. It would have broke my heart. And he called me on Tuesday morning and said the truck was on the way, that he couldn't let me do this without him. And I mean, I've got chills, man. I mean, that's the type of that you never forget, ever, you know? And I gotta say, my heart's broken. It's funny, man. You get in this line of work, and I may be giving you more than what you want here, but you get in this line of work and it becomes this whole thing where it can be like the most, you can have the huge outpouring and you can have all the people high-fiving, guys like yourself high-fiving you and hugging you and cheering you on, but it's also tough because there will be people that used to always take your call that don't anymore, right? Phones that you could ring anytime and they'd answer and they don't anymore, right? People you could text and they'd hit you back and they don't anymore, you know? So it's a weird thing, you know what I mean? And I tell you what, the guys that we have here, the thing that I'm most excited about is there are guys that are so happy to be here. They are having the time of their lives. They came over and partied with me last night at our racer welcome party, which we ran out of food, ran out of beer. I mean, we had a hell of a good time over there. And I think that all I want to do is look forward. You know what I mean? And forward for me means doing whatever I can for these guys, for people that share the vision, share the dream. And all of this has been, and I got to tell you, again, this may be more than what you wanted, but we have done something here. I mean, if you think back to where the state of pro mod, quarter mile legal pro mod, a few years ago, 8th mile racing had taken all the juice, right? If it wasn't Donald Long, it was the PDRA. If it wasn't the PDRA, it was the NMCA. I felt all these things outside of the NHRA had all the momentum. And there has been a storm, a brewing of momentum and excitement and energy. And I honestly think a 100,000 to win NHRA legal pro mod race, it injects excitement and enthusiasm in every NHRA pro mod race. It drums up interest. It lets people know how big a deal this is. I mean, these guys go race for 10 grand most of the time. They go race for $300 to qualify. This is what they deserve. They deserve to be the show. They deserve to be parked in the center. They deserve to get whatever the hell they want. They deserve to not pay an entry fee. They deserve to get shrouded in adoration and all that. And that's what they get here. And I believe that we have kind of set the bar for racer treatment, letting these people, realizing that racers are your customer, which I think is often lost. They're competitors. They are all these things. They're your show, they're your entertainment, but they're your customer first and foremost. And we treat them as such. So I do think we've accomplished pretty much all we set out to do, to be honest with you. This event is very strong. As you overheard earlier, we have partners. I'm so proud of bringing in Big O Tires. You know, they come in, they buy 5,000 tickets from us, you know, to make sure that we're going to have a hell of a crowd here. That's on top of we have VIP sales that are triple what they were 2 years ago. And that just shows you the kind of growth and enthusiasm we have for this event. The future, it's going to be interesting, man. I got to tell you that you'll be probably the only person I've said this to, but, you know, changes are coming. You know what I mean? I don't know what they'll be, but changes are coming. I don't know exactly how I want to do things or how we want to do things moving forward, but I feel like I have exercised these demons that I had. I knew I had to do this. I had to do this race, and I wanted to give it everything I had, and we have. You know what I mean? This thing taxes my marriage, it taxes my other businesses, it taxes all my friendships, my family. We've done what we set out to do, and I don't know what's next.
But the change is coming, and Wes, as he started it 3 years ago, the change then is now turning into another change. Can't wait to find out what this great innovator, drag racing innovator, does next. So as you can see, I'm all choked up about it, getting so excited about it. This is the Limo Guy at Large Ultimate Drag Racing Weekend, and now you see why I would want to come to Denver to spend it at Thunder Mountain at Vandermeer Speedway with Wes Buck, Drag Illustrated, this wonderful group of people that run this facility. Now you know why I wanted to come here. And I'm so glad I did.
I'm so glad you came.
Wes, thank you so much for having me, man. I love you, man. You're such a great guy.
Thank you.
And I think the energy level, I know the energy level in Pro Mod currently has a lot to do with this guy right here. This guy. I'm going to learn from him someday, and I'm going to be half of what this guy is. So it's the Ultimate Drag Racing Weekend here at Thunder Mountain. Let's go.
Nothing Nothing is worse than being stuck for hours in a crowded airport, waiting in chaos. Now, there's a solution. Introducing Minute Suites, your private retreat to nap, relax, or work without leaving security. Each suite includes a daybed sofa with fresh pillows and blankets. You can unwind, curl up with Wi-Fi, and watch your choice of Netflix or DirecTV, or plug into the workstation and jam in your own private office. Suites are available for just 1 hour or overnight. You'll have access to travel necessities and at some locations can even rent a full bathroom with shower. Our staff is on site 24/7 to make sure you have everything you need. After your stay, head to your gate refreshed and ready to go. Minute Suites, the Traveler's Retreat.